Hi guys, thanks so much for watching this training we're going to do on getting started and setting goals. So I'm going to jump right into it. This is our Arbonne business. Whether you are a brand new consultant or you're a consultant that has been around for a little bit and just is ready to get that business going to where you're actually producing an income, this is for you. So we're going to jump right into it, into our goal setting. So my goal for everybody is to give you a district manager action plan. So everybody starts off as a consultant, and that first level of management is a district manager. And the reason that we want to get to district manager is because right away you give yourself a raise. You give yourself an 8% pay raise. And that's huge. So as a consultant, you get 35% off every time you order. When you're a district manager, you get that 35% off, and then you get an 8% kickback. So you literally get paid to purchase your own products. And you get that override off of the team that you build. So focusing on that. And I want you to focus on this number, 2,500. I want you to put that number somewhere where you can see it, where you're reminded of it, because 2,500 is going to be your goal for your month every month. And that's going to be for you personally. We call it our building block. So 2,500 QV. Now, if you're a brand new consultant, you may have no clue what QV means, and it just means qualifying volume. Every product in Arbonne has a qualifying volume attached to it. So in the US, it's pretty much dollar for dollar the retail cost of the product. So if something's $100, it's 100 QV. You as a consultant wouldn't pay $100, or as a preferred client, you wouldn't pay $100. You'd obviously get your discount on that, but the QV is what we get paid on. So QV is a good thing. So I want you to think about focusing on 2,500. That is going to be our goal every single month. So how do we break that down? How do we get that 2,500? We want to get 2,500 by sponsoring new business builders, getting new bookings and presentations, and booking one-on-one. So let's break this down even further into a weekly goal. So what does that weekly goal look like? So with that 2,500 being for the month, if you divide it by 4, because there's 4 weeks in a month, you have about 625 weekly QV goal that you're looking for. Okay, Erin, how the heck do I do that? That sounds like a lot, or maybe it doesn't sound like a lot at all. We need to take action steps to this goal. So what do I need to do to achieve that goal? So here's what a week should look like. We want to do 2 group presentations. Now, group presentations mean, you can call it a party, you can call it a gathering, you can call it whatever you want, but basically a group presentation means you and 3 people. As long as it's you and 3 people or more, that can qualify as a group presentation. I always recommend that when we're getting started, and I'll talk about launching in a minute, what we should have as a launch event, 2 in-person physical in your home, in somebody else's home, it doesn't matter, and then doing 2 virtual. So you may have some weeks where, I can't leave the house. You guys, I have 3 kids, I have a newborn, I can't always leave the house. So I like to utilize the modern technology that we have that I can do these things online. So, but I do, especially when you're first getting started, it's good to have that physical contact with people in a presentation. They can really feel your excitement. The second is one-on-ones. You're going to schedule a certain amount of appointments with people. Just like you would in any other business, you have meetings, you have appointments. Now, these one-on-ones in Arbonne are about 20 to 30 minutes. So something you can do and weave in around your already very busy schedule. So one-on-ones are going to lead us to referrals and orders, and more presentations, obviously. We want to get in front of people. That is really the crux of the business, is just sharing the product with as many people as we possibly can, sharing the business opportunity with as many people as we can. Because once you start seeing how this results happen for you, I promise you're going to want to do it for other people too. So let's talk about a group presentation real quick. Group presentation goals. Your goal for your group presentation, you want to go in with confidence, you want to go in with kindness, and you want to go with intention. So before you walk into a presentation or before you sit down to your virtual event, set your intentions. And those intentions should be, to find a business builder. You want to find somebody like you. You want to find somebody that needs this business. You may hear somebody, this in your physical presentation, you may hear somebody talking about, saving money for a wedding or paying off some debt or whatever the case may be. I really need to have something for me. I know that in mom world, needing something that is for yourself is a thing. But anyways, you're going to be looking for that business builder. And it's always, we want to go in with the intention of, I'm going to find one in this event. The second is bookings. Obviously, our business grows by the more things we have on our calendar. So set your intentions for at least 2. And have those dates on your calendar specifically set aside prior to having these events. I promise you, when you're trying to fill your calendar, look at your month. And it doesn't have to be at the first of the month. I'm recording this video in the second week of the month, I think. So I can set my goals for the month, keep it a rolling calendar. So I'm setting my dates. I've got, school pickup and drop off and, husband's work schedule, whatever your life schedule is, put that on your calendar and then schedule your Arbonne in. I guarantee you, if you schedule your Arbonne in, you'll be successful. Don't just go into an event with, let me check my schedule. You can check your schedule. If you go in with dates that are set, people will fill those dates because you already have half the battle completed for them. They'll work their schedule around where you're open, but it's your business. So schedule it when it's time for you. So have those for you, and then have an incentive for people that are going to book a new presentation with you. And you guys, this doesn't have to be anything fancy. It doesn't have to be a full-size product. We have wonderful host rewards. Again, something that if you're a brand new consultant, I'll teach you how to use those host rewards so that people get the product in their hand. That's what we want. We want them to use the product. But if you're at an event or even if you're online, sharing some samples or whatever as an incentive for somebody that has that books an event. And then our third goal in our group presentations is going to be at least $500, which it may sound like a lot. It may not sound like a lot to you, but I'm telling you guys, it's two Arbonne special value packs will get you 500 plus. So that's 2 people that, maybe want to do the 30 Days to Healthy Living program or a 30-day skincare challenge with RE9. I mean, I'm telling you, we have a 45-day money-back guarantee. These are not lose situations for anybody. So very, very good to do. So you set that consistency every week and you'll have, those group presentations. So our one-on-one goal, what is our goal for our one-on-one? So our group presentations is 2 a week. Our goal for our one-on-ones is going to depend on you. We have a recommendation in Arbonne, and this you'll hear 30 faces or 40 faces. It's actually 40 faces. You want to get in front of 40 faces, however that is possible. So with our business one-on-ones, we are looking to get the product in people's hands. We want to gauge their interest to see, are they possibly interested in the business? Are they interested in the product? And if they're not, referrals are wonderful. Everybody knows somebody, right? We all know somebody. Even if you feel like you don't know a lot of people, the people that you do know other people. And always set up your next touch with them. So when you're doing a one-on-one appointment, like I said, these are 20 to 30 minute appointments max. Over coffee. Again, you guys, I do a ton of these virtually, so through FaceTime or whatever. And again, whatever is good on your schedule, you schedule those for. And we use a sheet called Is Arbonne for You? This is something that Arbonne provides for us, which is tremendous. It walks us through step-by-step of giving a background of the product, giving a background of Arbonne, and giving a breakdown of our industry, which is network marketing. It's awesome. It is pretty foolproof. And then we'll give you some steps too on how to walk through that with somebody and how to kind of close that conversation out. But you always want to leave that meeting with your next touch of that person. So if they leave with a sample, hey, can I follow up with you on this, in, let's say, 3 days? I'll follow up with you, 3 days from now. Would that be okay? Whatever your follow-up, just make sure that you have something scheduled with them. Treat it as a business, you guys, seriously. Weekly activity is so important. You may be listening going, oh my gosh, I'm already overwhelmed. Don't be. The reason being is Arbonne is not a business that requires a ton of time out of you. But here's one thing, you need to be consistent. Consistency is key. When you're consistent about it, your business will grow. So if your consistency is, Erin, I have 10 hours a week. Fantastic. Take those 10 hours and utilize them best that you possibly can. Always make those 10 hours income producing activity. So presentations, one-on-ones, talking to people about Arbonne and product, that's your income producing activity. This is a business that you can certainly work part-time, just not sometimes. If you'd like to see the results, if you'd like to see money come in, because let's be honest, that's what a business is. We want to produce some income. You have to be consistent. So take action, because action conquers fear. You guys, I still have so much fear around, the business sometimes of like, oh my gosh, I'm fearful. What are people going to think of me? My friends or family are going to think I'm crazy. Don't ever let what other people think about you. It's none of your business. Who cares? Who cares what other people think about you? Because what other people will think when you're driving a free car and making an income and designing your life the way you want to design your life, they won't be thinking, wow, what a weirdo. They'll be going, how do I do that? So don't ever worry about what people are thinking. Is what you're doing getting you to your goal? Is it getting you to your weekly goal? Is it getting you to your monthly goal? So make sure that your actions are getting you towards your goal, because really success breeds success. If you're being consistent, that's successful. Don't worry about the outcome of the consistency, just be consistent, because the reality is when you're consistent, the outcome will come that you're looking for. So you're creating a habit. It's like riding a bike or getting into, a fitness routine, whatever it is, you're creating a habit. So when you're reaching weekly goals, it will become an expectation and something that becomes just second nature to you. You won't even think about it. Once you start getting into that routine of things, you're like, this is what my weeks look like, or this is what my day looks like. In the long run, it'll get you where you want to be. And like I said before, treat this business as a business. The beauty of it is it works around your life. So, if your life is already busy, I actually really love busy people, because busy people know how to make things happen. Busy people know how to, get their job done. Pour into everything that we have, plug into everything that we have. So if you wouldn't miss a meeting at work, don't miss a meeting with Arbonne. Don't miss a training that you can get into. And Arbonne gives us so many resources for training, just to get all the information that we can. I'll share with you all the times that we have trainings and scheduled calls or whatever the case may be. Put those on your calendar and make them a priority. Typically, nothing is ever longer than 30 minutes. At max, it's an hour. Excuse me. And most things are in the evening time, so it works out. But the great beauty about recorded things is that you can then listen to trainings and things like that on your own schedule, which is why this is recorded. When you map out your specifics to work your business, stick to it. So, keep your hours. So if you're going to say, all right, I have 10 hours, I'm going to map it out during the week, and those 10 hours I can fit in on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Perfect. Put those hours in, schedule them out, do your Arbonne, and then be done with it, If we think it over and over and over in our heads, we think we're doing so much Arbonne, but actually we're not doing any Arbonne, because all we're doing is thinking about it and it's consuming our mind. So if you have that scheduled time to get that income producing activity done, you'll do it. So, have a specific space that you take care of business. I have an office. If you don't have an office, you don't have to have an office, but just have a little space that this is where I take care of my Arbonne business. I make calls, I'm doing my social media, whatever it might be. But here's a huge thing as you're getting started and as you're moving along in the business. When I first started the business, I was told that Arbonne is a personal growth business disguised with health and wellness. And I didn't understand what that meant until I was doing it. So focus on growing you. You as a person. I was a self-proclaimed non-reader when I started this business. I think I started and I probably hadn't read a book since high school. And I'm not even sure I completed a book in high school, just because I found reading boring and tedious, and I'm easily distracted, or I was easily distracted. But I discovered this wonderful thing called Audible, where somebody else reads a book to me, and it changed my world. So I want you to focus on growing you, thinking and speaking positively, reading books to grow you, personal growth books. You can't throw a rock on Instagram without hitting somebody in Arbonne that is talking about whatever book that they're reading, because it is about personal growth. And I want you to think abundance versus scarcity. Don't think, oh my gosh, I don't have. Think it's coming, and it's coming big, and I am so excited for it. So think abundantly, think positive, keep that headspace really good. The more you're plugging into personal growth, trainings, hearing positivity, I promise you, the more that negative self-talk and the more that negative think will push out. I can tell you from my own personal experience, when I pull away, that's when my mind goes to places that we don't need it to go, where I start doubting or being fearful or things like that. So plug in, grow you. Going district manager is such a big deal. I am so excited for all of you to get there. It is my dream. Strike dream. It is my goal for you to get to district manager. You do $2,500 a month for 3 months, and you are a district manager, and all you do is just keep doing that. And you're teaching others how to do the same. And when you're teaching others how to do the same, your business will explode, and you'll go well beyond district manager very quickly. So let's look at a goal for wherever you're starting right now. So this is your month. If you haven't launched yet, let's launch. And like I mentioned before, your launch, you want to get at least 6 things on your calendar. So 6 group presentations. So like I mentioned before, I think 2 in person. This is for a month. In 30 days, I think you can get out of the house twice. I can. I have 3 kids. We can do this. So whether that's inviting people to your house, because sometimes that is just easier to have people come to your home to do your launch events. Get people excited for you. Like, if you're excited about your business, other people are going to be excited for you. And then 2 to 4 online presentations, or you want to do however you want to break that up, doing virtual presentations or physical presentations, however you do, just get them on the calendar, get them on your schedule, fit them into your 40 hours a month if your minimum is 10 hours a week. Fit those presentations in. You want to get those on the schedule. You're going to do one-on-ones, weekly one-on-ones. Now, a big goal is 5, to do 5 one-on-ones a week. That's 1 a day. So you're taking 20 to 30 minutes a day to talk to somebody about Arbonne, to share the business with them regarding Arbonne. Because again, in those one-on-ones, we hope them to yield first of all, we hope that they yield a business person. If not, it's going to yield a group presentation, or at minimum a referral, or even at least an order from that person. So we want to get that scheduled. If you can't do 5, make 3 your goal. You got to start somewhere. So if 3 sounds a little more chewable for you, do 3, but build your way up to 5 plus. Whatever you set your goal to be, and that will get you to your 2,500 qualifying volume for the month. Again, duplicate that for 3 months in a row, and you will be a district manager. Teach other people how to do that, and you'll probably go there faster. It's just a beauty of a system when you can be working your set hours, and somebody else is working their set hours, and somebody else is working their set hours. So if you have 4 people that are working 10 hours a week, that's technically, you're getting paid on 40 hours a week, but you're only working 10. Beauty of the business. Again, you guys, accountability is really, really key. So I would love to hear your goals. I want to hear what your goals are. So after you finish watching this video, I want you to take 20 minutes to sit down, and if it takes you a little bit longer than this, that's fine. I want you to sit down and give me your goals. I want you to take, what's going to be your goals for the week, the month, and then let's make it happen, and I will keep you accountable. And in that, I'm going to share with you what my goals are for the month. For me personally, I'll obviously always have the goal for you. My goal is always going to be to get you to district manager, and then some, but set those goals. Look at your calendar from here on out. Put those dates. Here's my Arbonne time. Here's my Arbonne time. Here's my Arbonne time. Here's my Arbonne time. And then all the rest of your time is free for you. If you have enough time to sit down and watch TV, you have enough time to do an Arbonne business. So there are several ways that we share the business. I already mentioned this. Group presentations, whether that's focusing on our healthy living, or that's focusing on skincare, or that's both together. Arbonne has all of these resources set for you. No one has to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to figure out how am I going to present this to people? Arbonne's done it for you. We're going to talk about, or we want to share it in one-on-one. So we have group presentations, one-on-one appointments with people. Is Arbonne for You is a document that Arbonne has for us. Very simple to walk through, and just get plugged in. So whether that's going to be, I will share with you the calendar that we'll have moving forward for Discover Arbonne presentations, which is a presentation that you can invite people to learn more about the business, to get them interested and all of that. So I do a lot of those virtually because that is, in this day and age, very easy for most people. We'll have some physical events, but the most consistent will be virtual plugins. And then anytime that I have a presentation that's open up for you, either online or in a physical setting, whether it's at my home or whatever, you'll always know about those things. So I want you guys to get excited about your brand new business, or maybe your business that existed but is now going to launch again, because I'm just excited. You're gonna see things that you never thought possible. You have joined a culture that is unlike any other. You will meet the kindest people you have ever met in your life through Arbonne and with Arbonne, that are involved in Arbonne. So I'm proud to be a part of it. I am so excited to share this with you. I want to take you on this journey with me, the journey to free white Mercedes, and just a lot of changing that we can do for the betterment around us. But mostly, I want you to dream big. I want you to dream bigger than you ever thought possible, and how your consistent steps towards that are going to make it happen. So set those goals and let's get started. I'll talk to you soon.